Hello everyone. Today, we will learn how to paint a gouache composition that includes flowers, fruits, and a white bird. The challenge of this type of still life painting lies in balancing the different elements in terms of color, texture, and spatial relationships to create a harmonious yet layered composition. Step 1. Composition and sketching. Before starting, we need to plan the composition carefully to ensure that the flowers, fruits, and the white bird are arranged naturally and harmoniously. Using a triangular or S-shaped composition can add movement and depth to the painting when sketching lightly. Pay attention to the proportions of each element. Make sure the bird looks elegant, the flowers appear natural, and the fruits are placed in a way that avoids visual clutter. Step 2. Establishing the background and overall color tone. The background colors should be chosen to complement the main subjects without overpowering them. A cool gray-blue or warm gray background works well, as it helps the white bird stand out while also enhancing the vibrancy of the flowers and fruits. Start by using a large brush to block in the background and major color areas, defining the overall light and shadow relationships before adding details. Step 3. Rendering the color and volume of fruits. Fruits have rich textures and variations in light and shadow, so it's essential to use contrast and color transitions to create volume. For example, apples. Use a warm red base, highlight with yellowish white, and add cool tones in the shadow areas to enhance roundness. Grapes. Apply a gradient of purple and blue, leaving bright highlights to capture their translucency. Oranges. Mix orange, yellow, and hints of pale purple in the shadows to add richness to the color. Step 4. Creating depth in flowers. When painting flowers, start with wet brushwork to establish the overall shape, then use dry brush techniques for detailed petals. Key points to remember. Soften the edges of petals slightly to integrate them with the background for a more natural look. Vary the temperature of the greens in the leaves. Mix warm and cool greens, adding yellow or blue to make them more dynamic. Keep the flower vase or container subtle, ensuring it supports rather than dominates the composition, while maintaining accurate reflections and material texture. Step 5. Painting the white bird's feathers and light effects. The key to painting a white bird lies in light and shadow manipulation, as white itself lacks color and must be defined through environmental tones and shading. Highlights should be preserved as the lightest areas with minimal blending. Shadows should use a mix of warm and cool grays, warmer tones in areas closer to the light and cooler tones in areas further away to create a sense of depth. Use smooth brush strokes to depict soft and fluffy feathers, but avoid over-detailing, as excessive strokes can make the bird look stiff. Step 6. Adjusting the overall color harmony. Once the details are in place, review the entire painting to ensure color relationships are well balanced. Fruit colors should not be overly saturated to prevent them from overpowering the scene. The bird's shadow colors should blend with the background to help it integrate naturally into the composition. Flower colors can be slightly adjusted to reinforce their role as a focal point in the painting. The key to a successful gouache composition with flowers, fruits, and a white bird lies in balancing composition, coordinating colors, managing light and shadow, and accurately depicting textures. By carefully arranging elements, using the right color contrasts, and applying delicate brushwork, we can create a visually harmonious and aesthetically pleasing still life painting. Keep practicing to enhance your ability to integrate multiple elements into a single artwork. That's the end of today's lesson. Thank you, everyone.